San Antonio police say the case of a woman killed at the hands of her ex-boyfriend, another frustrating example of San Antonio's domestic violence problem. On Friday, Chief William McManus says 42-year-old Andrew Munoz showed up at the Subway restaurant where his ex-girlfriend, Maricela Cadena, worked. McManus said they had been searching for Munoz since Wednesday to serve a protective order after he had allegedly held Cadena against her will.
She did everything that she possibly could and that she was supposed to do to try and get away from him. SAPD and the DA's office did everything that we could to prevent this senseless death.
Police say Munoz is armed and dangerous. Anyone who sees him should avoid him and immediately call 911. The search continues for a missing 11-year-old in Colorado, but now Gannon Stouck's stepmother has been arrested.
Letitia Stouck is facing multiple charges, including murder in the first degree of a child under 12 years of age by a person in a position of trust and child abuse resulting in death.
Police say Letitia Stouck initially reported Gannon missing on January 27th, telling police he walked over to a friend's house that afternoon and never came home. But the family's neighbor provided a video that appears to show Gannon getting into Letitia's truck and leaving with her the day he disappeared. The video later shows Letitia returning home without her stepson. A shoplifting suspect is dead after a police chase in New Jersey. An officer's dash cam captured parts of that chase. At one point, the suspect peels off onto a side road. A postman waves the officer in the right direction, but it's a dead end, and the suspect barrels back towards the officer, narrowly missing him. Several units join the chase as they funnel into a small residential street. This video from a nearby home shows the suspect's last effort to get away, slamming into a cruiser. That's when the officers shot at him more than a dozen times. That suspect was hit and killed.
Police believe jealousy was a motive after a man allegedly used bullets and a brick to attack another man.
The victim found at an East Side gas station with a head injury and a gunshot wound. He was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Police say they were able to get the name of the suspect, so they do know who they're looking for. It's just a matter of tracking down that man.
In Milwaukee, MOLSON COORS workers returned to work for the first time since last week's workplace shooting, where a gunman killed 5 workers before turning the gun on himself. Volunteers will be on hand for the next several days to offer mental health support to grieving employees. James Lipton, creator and host of Inside the Actors Studio, died today. The 93-year-old at his home in Manhattan and had been suffering from bladder cancer. His show Inside the Actors Studio had been one of cable's longest-running series. According to The Hollywood Reporter, nearly 300 actors, many Oscar and Emmy winners, shared their secrets with Lipton. The Trump administration's ban on bump stocks will stay in place. Supreme Court justices rejected a challenge to the ban brought on by gun rights advocates. NASA looking for its next class of astronauts. Today is the first day to sign up, and applications will be accepted until March 31st. Among the requirements, U.S. citizenship and a master's degree in one of the STEM fields. And today marks the birthday of one of the most popular children's authors of all time, Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss was a pen name. His real name was Theodore Seuss Geisel. In his lifetime, he published more than 60 books like The Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham. Dr. Seuss passed away in 1991 at the age of 87. Over his career, he won the Pulitzer Prize, 3 Emmys, 3 Grammys, and an Academy Award. To read more about these stories, head to ksat.com.